Mica Miller's cause of death released by NC Medical Examiner. Okay, can you see it? Wait, let me just do it like this so I can zoom in for you guys. Robeson County, North Carolina. The cause of death has been released for 30-year-old Mica Miller of Myrtle Beach amid the ongoing investigation. According to Robeson County Medical Examiner Dr. Richard Johnson, Miller died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. A word. Dr. Johnson said, based on the nature of the wound, that it is consistent with a self-inflicted gunshot wound, and it was not in the back of the head, as it has been speculated. Johnson said he wasn't on the on-call medical examiner the weekend that Miller died, but he did go to the scene to assist the on-call medical examiner. He also serves as a regional pathologist for the North Carolina office of the chief medical examiner. Miller died on April 27th at Lumbee River State Park, according to the Robeson County Sheriff's Office. Oh my goodness. What are we guys thinking? I mean, I cannot tell you how sad this case makes me. It absolutely breaks my heart, because no matter what, Mica was fighting for her freedom. She was trying so hard to get away from this guy. And you just don't know if she really was struggling with all the mental health that he has now put out into the world, all her vulnerabilities. Like, she's got this and this and this, and he seems excited to share it, which is what makes me upset, because why is he doing that? Why is he degrading his wife like that? Why is he not protective? Like, what kind of husband does that? I know he was an estranged husband, but you know what I mean. Like, have some respect, you know? But anyway, he was out there saying she's got, this diagnosis and this one and this one and this one. So if she was struggling and she'd been in this mental health, institute for multiple times and all of that, I mean, she just obviously, if this is what they're saying, is a suicide, right? Imagine how defeated she must have felt to get to that point then. And on a Saturday to be like, just makes very little sense, but to be like, okay, I'm on my way to work, and then not go to work and actually drive an hour north. And then call 911 is allegedly what happened. Allegedly, she called 911 is what's being reported. And she told that 911 dispatcher that she's going to take her own life. And so therefore, when I was digging, well, I've always wondered who found her. One report says that JP Miller says a kayaker found her. Others, like Fox News, says that it was law enforcement officers that found her. If it was law enforcement officers that found her, I'm like, okay, well, that would mean that they obviously got the 911 call, dispatcher heard it, dispatched the officers, and they found her. That makes sense. But this whole thing, my goodness. Tammy says, my jaw dropped when you just read the COD. And we've seen cases like this before. Remember Debbie Collier's case? Oh, my word. That case is just like, suicide? Really? It's difficult, right? But we can't judge what a person's mental state could be. Suicide doesn't always make sense. But there's so many red flags in this case. There's so many. But as I say, even if the estranged husband is a complete scumbag, POS, abuser, all of the stuff, right? With charges. I'm not just saying it. He's got previous court records. They say that he kind of... Wait. I just want to see exactly how it's worded. They say John Paul Miller, okay, Myrtle Beach, had an assault and battery of a high and aggravated nature. The indictment charges Miller with hitting a woman twice with his vehicle at a high rate of speed on February 8th. And that was in... Which year was this? It was with his ex-wife. Like, this guy is like trying to ride women over. There's domestic violence charges. There seems to be tax fraud. There's all sorts of cheating going on. I mean, it's just the more that's coming out, it's just, I'm telling you, if you want to go down those rabbit holes, he is a complete asshole, And Mica was apparently she had a binder and she was documenting all her abuse and things like that. Imagine then to get to the point that you just feel, I'm not going to be able to get away from this guy. Oh, it's so heavy. This case is so heavy, so upsetting, so sad. Okay. Myrtle Beach pastor fired from ministry amid investigation into wife's death. See, they say it all different ways. Released of duties. Objection cases. I think released of duties is not meant to be a term of punishment. Yeah, I don't think so. Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. The pastor of a Myrtle Beach church whose wife was found dead in Robeson County has been fired, according to an email obtained by News 13 and sent to church members on Sunday. I, Charles Randall, by virtue of the authority vested in me as overseer, hereby release Pastor John Paul Miller from all ministerial functions for the duration of healing, counsel, and guidance in accordance with our government instrument, the email reads. And he was just saying in the previous article, the one we read yesterday, it's timestamped 35 minutes, that same guy was saying, well, if I didn't see anything to release him over, everything's fine. But now just like the next day, he's like, oh, okay, yeah, no, he's been released from his duties. So then, that's what he says it over there. John Paul Miller's wife, Mica, was found dead on April 27th in Lumber River State Park. We'll quickly go there on the maps as well, if I have it somewhere here. Right? Memorials held on Grand Strand to remember Myrtle Beach woman amid death investigation. The report shows that Mica Miller had filed 2 complaints with the Horry County Police before her death on March 11th. Before her death. She filed it on March 11th, the first of which was filed after a slashed tire on her vehicle was found near Springmaid Pier. The second, we've gone over. Both reports omitted the suspect's identity, but Miller said that she noticed strange activity in what she believed to be people following or observing it. Miller also told officers that the suspect has a history of similar actions against her. Then they said on Monday, Robeson County Sheriff Bernice Wilkins told News 13 in an email that he expected the report to be available on Tuesday. We now have detectives in South Carolina and plan to release the results of our full investigation into the death of Mica Miller tomorrow, Wilkins said. Well, they spelled her name wrong there, but okay. Right. I just want to say, an hour 21. It's odd. But you just never know what state someone is in mentally. But anyway, going from there, an hour 21-ish, 70 miles or so. Driving here. And then, okay, where's the Google man? Bring the Google man. Can you put him there? He does not want to go there. He doesn't want to go there. Isn't Google man? Can we see a little bit, just a little bit around? I want to show you the area. Shame, man. So this would have been where she last drove. I hope you guys can see. Let me just bring my mouse over here. Okay. Sorry if I'm sparkling when I do that. So I'm not sure exactly where she would have gone in, but this is the Lumber River State Park, Princess Anne Access Area. Yeah, Raptor Chick says we need to respect the medical examiner's results and not create the label of murder on an innocent person. That's disgusting too. Absolutely. And I never, on my channel, I've called him a murderer. I think he's a complete asshole for the way that he degraded his wife, the way that he announced it, the way that he seemed so excited to tell the whole world about her mental health problems, the sermons leading up to that one where he announced her death. Whoa, the things that he says, it's just disrespectful, right? So disrespectful, especially if he said, I got a call last night, my wife has died, it was self-induced in North Carolina. If it's self-induced, then why are you telling everyone about her? He says, you all know she had mental health problems. Like, yeah, because you preached about it quite a lot, but why? Why do you do that? Why don't you protect her? You know what I mean? Obviously, we know he seems to be the opposite of protecting her. Lumber River State Park. So, shame, man. I don't know where she would have parked or gone in or where. I still don't know any of those details. Like, was she in her car? Did she get out of the car? Did she go for a walk? I don't know. You guys say so many questions. And also that, you guys are saying, Kim says, was there a note? I mean, that's a good question as well. That's what I'm saying. Was she threatened in any way? Like, what would lead her to suddenly be like, okay, no, I'm going to go out there and this is now the end of the road for me? Why? Why on that day, if the day before her friends are saying, no, she's making plans. Now, I know. That depression and especially suicidal ideation can be well hidden from people, If you think of many public cases, they seem fine right before it happens. Okay, I hope this is not triggering for anyone. I'm just like, damn, to think that she would drive out here. And I don't know if she'd ever been here. Her family said they've got no ties to this area. But her husband said she liked hiking, walking, nature parks. So how do we know that she didn't go here before? Maybe this was one of her favorite places for all we know, right? Shame, man. But okay, I just wanted to show you the area. It looks very peaceful. So I'm not discounting that she struggled with her mental health. She said so sometimes she did, right? And either way, what went on here, it just feels so devastating. I hope that you are all okay. These cases, they can get under our skin. They're very heavy. They're very, very sad. So make sure you take care of your mental health as well, okay? A lot of these cases can be quite triggering. I find some more than others, of course. Is anything I could show you? I don't know if the police are going to have a press conference. Doesn't look like it. Do you think they're going to have a press conference? If there's a press conference, if there's more documents, if there's an official report that we can see, if there's 911 calls, if there's any information that I have, or if anybody contacts me, I will keep you posted, okay? And just remember, if you do contact me, my email is grizzlytruecrime@gmail.com, and I protect all my sources. So whatever you want to tell me, don't worry, I'm not going to put your name on blast or take screenshots and just start sharing everything out there. I don't do that. Janet says justice for Mica. What a very sad loss. She just turned 30. Horrible tragedy, terrible loss. Thank you everyone for being here, and I'll see you all again very soon. Stay safe.